As human beings, we are all the time we seek guidance from our Lord, the God. The guidance is for taking to the right course so that we reap the fruits of whatever we do. And till the last day, we will be reaping whatever we have sown in the path of God. Who is God? God is the one who creates for you every moment a new world and a new world order for you, wherein each of you will be living in your own world. There is not one sky and one earth, above and below. There are definitely as many number of heavens and the earth as the population. The number increases, the world increases. For each one, the heaven and the earth are different, and to each one, every moment, the heaven and the earth changes according to their mind. The mind is the sole cause for the existence of the heavens and the earth. As long as we look forward to the future, we are hopeful to a certain extent that the entire future of my lifespan will be rewarded as pleasures to me. This is the belief each one has in his heart. Mostly every day we are thinking about the past, but we believe half heartedly, we believe in our knowledge to create whatever we are looking forward to. And this is most important now. Whatever you look forward to is in the hands of Allah, not in the hands of people. We don't have the knowledge of the future. If you think that you have the knowledge of the future and you think that you can earn whatever you wanted in your future, definitely you will acquire it today. You will not wait for tomorrow. The entire 100 years of your life, all the good things, definitely you will try to acquire today. The amassing of wealth in each one's heart is a clear evidence that we will never stop at grabbing things, whatever we see as good things in the existing world. Whatever is favorable to you, whatever is fruitful to you, whatever is pleasure to you, definitely you will acquire everything, even if it is of an atom's weight. That is the greed, avarice of the people. Which one will you opt for? You opt for the entire life or you opt for today's best life possible. You have so many afflictions, you have diseases, you have worries, you have fear about losing your wealth, losing your health, losing your people, and losing your everything that you have sown, maybe losing the entire harvest also. Can you remove the fear and anxiety about these losses today? We don't have the knowledge. We can only opt for. That is the belief. For this belief, the heavens and the earth come on one line, and you are embraced in the nature between the two. We shall understand this moment that without the hope, that is a tinge of belief. Partly we believe in our own knowledge, ability. Partly, we believe that something may happen beyond what I prefer to do, what I work for. It may provide me results, it may be a loss to me, but still I am hopeful when I am pursuing certain things, which may be a loss to me. I am still pursuing with the hope that it may turn out to be profitable. This is how we move forward. This is how the world changes for us. The heavens make a shift in favor, or the heavens turn away from us, disfavoring us. The skies and the earth are not created in vain. Which Veda about the skies and the earth and everything in between? And God knows all that are in between the heavens and the earth, and all that are embedded in the heavens, and all that are to be reaped by the individual persons on the earth for whatever deed they had done. We understand and keep in mind without failing to remember the truth. From the heavens, we receive our order. The excellent things to us from the heavens bestowed upon our hearts. This is your need. Need means a part of it you are living in it, and a part of it you are wishing for tomorrow. Of it you will be willing to acquire in your entire lifespan. We will not deny this. Allah reminds us of this, that your mind is linked to the heavens. The earth is linked to your bodily senses, the five senses. Five senses are your eyes, your nose, your ears, your touch and taste. So all these five special senses are linked to the advantages we can gain from the earth. And the most excellent things are given to the heart, given to your mind, or it is endowed upon your chest. The bosom is filled with the pleasure about tomorrow, the pleasurable things about tomorrow, the beautiful things that you are going to live by way of feel and by way of your external bodily pressures. Definitely, it is going to feed you. Let us have this in mind. This is the only Veda that will speak to you about Allah. Allah means Allahu. There are three pronunciations in that. One is Al-Al, the other is La, L-A, L-A, the other is H-U, who. Al means the, La, L-A, La means the none, comma, who means him, the none but him. Comma is replaced by the but, the word but. For what? For what do you say the none but him? For everything that your house, the real house, your chest holds as good for your future, it is given to you by your Lord, Allahu, the none but him. You feel it is good, you have not yet lived it through, it has not yet practically appeared before you, you are not into it, enjoying the fruits of your heart, whatever you want it to be in the near future. You have not yet lived it through, but still you want it. Still, your wish that you want it without knowing what it is. But we are able to understand because of our perception. I am living by it in a part thereof. Whatever wholesomely is given, it is given because you are living by it. If only you hold on to that rope, you will definitely reach the goal. The goal is very near to you. Your goal is there, and you are living by it, and you are living by your falsehood also that destroys your living pleasure today causing you to suffer an affliction or fall to your own diseases. This is a disease. Be easy about your tomorrow. God given endowment is there in their heart. That is not only a word, but it is the wisdom from God also. Never give a second thought to whether you can earn it through your efforts. Efforts will be useless. Your striving will be useless if you use your knowledge and then try to acquire the future. Future is not in your hands. It is not in your hands that you believe hopefully and confidently approach. No, you know your knowledge is very little, but your requirement is very vast, fulfilling your entire lifespan. It is possible for us. Can we undo the evil that we had done in the past? Yes. If we do the evil, definitely we will be reaping the, we will be following the erroneous path. Us, definitely we will be reaping all the mischievous nature around us. We will be entering into the chaotic life. We do not want to be, we do not want to harvest whatever wrong we had done so that we live in it, suffer therefrom. God speaks to you, Allah speaks to you, the none but Him speaks to you. The none but Him knows the paths of the secrets. Our future is the secret. Take chapter 6, verse number 59. Whatever I do not know is hidden to me. Whatever I do not know is a secret. Ways are secret. The goal is secret. It is not manifest yet come into force, and I want to live by it without knowing what it is. There's a field is there in the mind. The field is given to you by the heavens. That is the paradisical. Such a beauty, splendorous thing is endowed upon your chest. The bosom is full of blossoming bloom of tomorrow for you in the future. We do abide by the wish given to our hearts. We will not fall off the course, but we will fall in line with the goal God has given us. Is it possible for us to believe? Yes, it is possible for us to believe. Is it possible for you to acquire, accomplish your deeds with your limited knowledge? No. The last word, the final word, the word has come from God, and we are keeping it in our mind as manifest things. Believe in the manifest things. Believe only in what God has endowed upon you as beautiful things. The beauty is only an adjective form. It is a qualified form. The quality cannot be seen. Quality cannot be seen. Definitely, you will not be abiding by the interest and desires you have for this world, and then we want to acquire it. We want to grab it. This is business. All business is evil attached to the business as long as you go for the things created. Things created are in scarcity, in just needs. Whatever you require for today, it is plentifully given. But if you want to usurp it away for your future, it is insufficient for you. You think of the scarcity because you want every good pleasure of this world for your entire life, each one of you. But what Allah says is, everything will be produced minute by minute basis according to your requirements, fulfilling all that you need. I am fulfilled to this day, but I am not fulfilled to the entire life. If you want it for the entire life, life tomorrow is different. If you want a different life tomorrow, then understand that whatever you see today as things is old enough to be lived in the future. So we are growing older and older, vexed with this present life, the mechanical life, a robotic life we don't want anymore. Then you will see the future. The future will be a beautiful one, better one than this. Ask each and everyone's heart. Let them ask their heart, say, I want a better life. Definitely, I want a greater life than what I am living today. Ask yourself, you want a better life than what you are living today? Yes, but the future holds your betterment. If you will be waiting for the future, or you'll be grabbing away all the future today itself, so that you will ever be living a death word life. Allah follow His word in you. Allah is the word. There's none but Him who will fulfill the word. It is a promise. Allah never goes back on His promise, and He is the performer of His promise. Do we agree to this? God is Almighty power. Yes. Can He be seen? No. But is He there? Yes. That which cannot be seen, who cannot be seen with physical eyes, can be felt in our bosoms. Is it right or wrong? Yes. Whatever is felt in the bosoms, in our chest, as our feel, cannot be seen. Whatever we feel and what we see is no match. One is right, the other is wrong. God has created everything in pairs, the right and the wrong, the right and the wrong. The greater is the right, the worse is the wrong if you fall from the righteous course. The smaller is your lift, the shorter is the distance that you will fall, and the impact is less. So, will you not aspire for the grandest instead of the greatest and the wealthiest life in this world by means of the worldly things? Definitely, I will not go for the worldly things. Tomorrow, I want a better future, a better produce. God says He sends down the rain from above, and there are tracts on the land adjoining neighboring lands. Though the land is watered with the same water, definitely the producers are different, the fruits are different, and the tastes are different, one excelling the other. The same word is given to all. The imbibing nature of one's heart is different, though the same word, same mouth, same tone, same with same mannerisms. You see the same thing, but absorb it differently. It is all in the power of God to make you understand in complete sense whatever He endows on your heart. It is an it is an entrust. He entrusts His word in you that you safeguard it as word of honor to you, not as a thing of glamour to you. It is not to please you in this present worldly situation. It is to elevate you to a higher understanding, and you will be permeating, piercing into the next world. So that will be your comprehension. Your perception quality will be higher, and your insight will be definitely coming to a functional level than seeing, believing, hearing, and wanting more, tasting and wanting to acquire more. And whatever all the worldly pleasures that you see, you will be wanting for more and more. This is a disgrace for you because tomorrow holds a better thing for you. And that is there in the hearts of you. You want a better life. You want a better life all the time. But in your day-to-day activities, it seems that you want all the worldly pleasures of today, you want to amass it en masse. However, your life is dead. The next day, you don't live the life of what Allah has given to you in the heart. So remember, the word Allah means the none but Him who can provide you whatever He has given to you as His trust. That you believe, you like, you wish, you desire, you opt for, and you want to live by that. you want to live forever in it. So live in your mind and the paths will be cleared for you. All the secret paths are with him. Chapter 6, verse 59. All the secret paths are with him. Though you have received the same message that you lead a good life, a better life, each one take it differently. Because they are a people of materialistic understanding also, apart from what they acquire in the heart as the unseen bliss of tomorrow. Though they know they cannot manifestly see what they have in their hearts, definitely they think that whatever they are conjuring up is the real life. Definitely they are chasing a ghost. It is ghastly indeed because they are going to suffer on account of their false attitudes. Change your understanding, change your attribute, attitudes. The attitude will be towards a greater tomorrow. That greater is a quality you cannot see, but you can live it through. That's a feel. I am living now. Bodily, I am living? No. Mentally, I am living? No. Mindfully, I am living, hoping for a better future. Don't become mental, don't become physical, be mindful. Mind is receiving the grace of God, His word, and that word comes from your soul. Understand there's a soul in your bosom. That soul receives the grant of God and then delivers it to your mind. And the mind accepts it. Yes, I need it. Learn that need is different, desire is different. Need holds the unseen path and the unseen tomorrow. Desires I am seeing through my five special senses, I am perceiving through my five special senses, and they are all things already created and I want it. God says every created thing has a lifespan, an appointed term. When it reaches the hour, it ends its life. So there is a term, appointed term from the creation to the death. And all the while from the creation, it is proceeding towards its death. Never follow anything that is death word. Tomorrow it will die. With that, you will also die. Your heart will die. You have nothing to think about the other day, another day, which will be more promising as long as you follow the materials, men, and matter and affairs of you. Forget all that you have lived all your life, and hopefully you are waiting for your beautiful tomorrow. The very next day, as it dawns, it is a new bloom for me. For some, it is a new disaster for them. For some, it is very much injurious to their physique and to their nature, that is their mind. And they suffer a lot as the days pass by. They must change their mind towards the future, the unseen goal, and the secret pathways. God says in chapter 6, 59, all the secret paths are with Him. And none but Him knows. Here comes the Allah, the word of Allah. Allahu, the none but Him. Al means the, La means none, Who means Him. Allahu means the none but Him knows the secret pathways. I am feeling good today. I am not feeling that much the next moment. I am down with severe pain the very next moment. I do not know what will happen. All these things are happening. People say when they throng around a person suffering, breathing in pain, go away, leave some space, let him have some air. The air contains the message of God. The air is full of beautiful things for you. First thing, when you are suffering, the air carries the message, do not worry. Don't fear, I am with you. There's none but me who can give you shared satisfaction There's none but you who can give you the belief that things will be all right. And furthermore, you will be cured of this and you will not get the pain again. This is the message from the air. So when people go away, I feel a bit relaxed because the people are thronging about me, suffocating me. Now I am with me now as the people go away and the more air comes, the messages I receive, so I become a little easy and I grow better by the moment. This is the secret path that none but Him will be of any use to you, none but Him will be a protector for you. Do not take anyone except Allah, the none but Him. Who knows the secret paths? The secret paths of tomorrow, the secret paths to your goal. That goal is the wisdom and the word and the promise given to you by God. We do understand it's easy. Tomorrow is not in your hands, but you want a beautiful tomorrow. Are you mad when you cannot have any powers for tomorrow? You believe so much and you want it and aspire for it and eagerly awaiting that tomorrow? Some await, some do not. Some they think that they have accomplished whatever they wanted in this life. And there's nothing more they can do, they can relax now. What are you relaxing about? About tomorrow, you are relaxed today, nothing will happen tomorrow for you, and you are needless of tomorrow, then die today. You are created to be in satisfaction with the God, ultimately. The unknown, unseen power, the almighty power. The power will guide you. And the reasons of secret paths, whether it is Broadway or in small crevices that you are stuck up, God knows the way how to deliver you out, and God knows the way how to speed you up further than whatever speed you are taking now towards your future. The speed is belief here, not your physical leaping towards your future, but the speed is the more I imbibe the truth of this world and the word of God and believe in Allah, then I am a believer in tomorrow. If I am a believer in tomorrow, I am not a believer in the people, I am not a believer in this world. Whatever I am gaining from this world as material things, whatever is my affair today is not at all a matter. The affairs and materials will be granted to me in a better form and shape so that there is none going to be equal to me in the worldly life that I am leading now, linked to the future. But usually we have a life that is linked to our past, the knowledge. The knowledge of the past, I am bringing it to today's life, and I am taking it to the past, to the future. Definitely, the dead old days will not befitting the future. If you are an aspirant without anxiousness, if you are a believer with faith, then believe in the unseen path. Believe in the goal. Believe in the future. Believing in the last day. So if you believe Allah, believe in the last day. Until the last moment, progressing from today, increase your faith. What is faith and what is belief? Belief means I have no knowledge. Me, I have no pathway to the future. And I will definitely not reach the goal. If I don't reach the goal, definitely I begin to suffer today mentally. And finally, bodily also I will suffer. And the environment about me will also not be helping me. The only sole helper, the soul protector is Allah. In none but Him. Don't take Him as in form and shape, as if He is residing in Makkah. No, He is residing in everyone. This is a word for everyone. This is something that anyone can understand, and this is a matter for the people in general, not a particular community. If I say this for a particular community, then I will lose my strength in my perception. If I say this is for the mankind, then I gain and regain His powers so that I will not be faltering in my ways. How about believing Allah now? Take chapter 9, verse number 72. Allah has promised to believers, men and women. Allah has promised to believers, men and women, gardens under which rivers flow. Do you like it? Gardens under which rivers flow. You don't water the garment, or don't wait for the rain to come upon it. It is a new creation that you do not know. The waters flow beneath the gardens. How great it will be. My feet will be so much comforted because of the streaming water below the ground. If we tap the ground, there will be fountains, springs gushing forth from it, and I can mellow it down also. Don't rush forth, calm, and move like a stream. So, in the way that you want, you can control the stream. You want it, or you want it to gush forth and start running as a flood and causing disturbance to you and destroy your life also? No. I have the power over everything. If I see the tsunami, I don't want the tsunami. God says here. Is it possible for you? Somebody say, build a wall, great wall. Is it right? The sea cannot break the wall or cannot come above the wall. What we desire to do is using our knowledge and take pride in it. Whoever is proud, they are outright enemies to Allah. Don't take to pride, because if your knowledge is worth nothing. But the wisdom God has given to you has a goal in it, has your life in it, a beautiful life by the moment. You will be living in the paradise. Wherever you go, provisions are there for you, and whatever you want to do, you can, by the command, you subdue the heavens and the earth, everything in between, and it is at your order, and it will be submitting to your command. You require it whenever you want. You want drizzles, you want rain, you want showers. Remove the biting cold in it. Let the wind be most pleasant to you, and it cannot take to the stormy level. All these things you want. Yes, this is the goal for you in this present life. Everything is subdued to you, and that you wish for it inside. But because you believe in your knowledge and you are proud about your knowledge, to believe in it, so the goal you are not going to reach. You see, the nature is furious over you. Definitely, by Allah's command, the nature will be furious. There is rain, there is drought, there is a lack of every provision for you for your barest minimum survival also, it will be removed. All that you require is you want knowledge from the people who only imagine their knowledges, and this is the wisdom one. I purposely use the knowledges because usually is proud of himself because he has a knowledge different to that of another person. Whatever knowledge you possess, they are not going to be good for you, and they are not going to be useful to another person. Throw away all the knowledges, the rotten knowledges. Use the word knowledges. Don't stick to your dictionaries. Understand what you are speaking. I have one knowledge about which I am proud. Someone else has a different understanding. He is proud about his. And each one is proud another who has a better knowledge. Allah says all the knowledges are fruitless. That wisdom is the pathway, the secret path is only with Allah. It is secret. How it is going to be manifesting before you do not know. If you are sure, make all your you, even the material desires, produce it today and start living today. Because whatever desire you possess, you want to live it today. Can you? Who cleaves asunder this desire in you away from your heart that you can never reach up to it? I am not able to acquire whatever I want in this world. Gravest situation I am feeling here. Your knowledge is useless, you can understand today. Put your knowledge to exercise, the grandest exercise, the greatest exercise. Put your effort in full measure and see if you can accomplish what you desire. Today, you want the whole life to be blissful. Bring everything that you wanted in this world for your entire span of life and say that I have amassed everything I can live in a beautiful position and a grand position that no one can live on this earth. Can you say you have inside your heart something as aspiration? What is that? Even if you have the worlds of wealth, there is a certain amount of grief in you, worldly knowledge and worldly things, and all the provisions that you have amassed, using that, remove your worry, removing your sorrow, removing your sadness, and see if you can remove your grief of your past. And definitely, Allah has placed in you the worries about tomorrow also. Try to remove it with all your wealth. It cannot. So here Allah says, believers, men and women, gardens under which rivers flow. Using all your knowledge, all your wealth, you cannot do this, but you want it. How mean we are, going for the wealth of this world alone. Your studies, your curriculum, your career only go up to the level of grabbing the money to grab the worldly wealth, which is already dead or proceeding towards its death. The hour comes upon it, it will die. And your wealth will not be of help to you. But Allah brings to you in greater and greater measures more beautiful, fruitful produces for you to be blissfully living on it. The gardens of paradises is what he promises to you. The gardens, every day the garden changes for the better. That is the secret path of Allah, the wisdom of Allah. Every moment you are growing, but I am saying I am dying. I am growing by the mind, but seeing my material form, I say I am growing world and I am dying. No, the world is surviving you. Be with the worldly order and be with the heavenly order and be in the order of God, and He has given you the trust, His trust in you as your wisdom, as your wish. The wish and wisdom holds good only for the humankind, not for the other living beings. They can understand God. Nobody else can understand God. So the gardens of river is what you want. The rivers flow underneath and beautiful mansions in gardens, not your type of mansions. Now you understand what that mansion is. What is a hut? What is a house? What is a building? What is a mansion? How do you differentiate? Because one is greater than the other. In what way? In spaciousness. You live in the space, not within the cocoon of the world, and there I am living spaciously. This is a paradox. In the vast space towards which my heart can proceed and start living spaciously, that's important than living in a spacious bungalow, but my heart is straightened. This life I don't want. I want to exit this world and depart from this world. So there's no spaciousness here. There's so much restrictions, and the restraint and constraints make me live so dishonorably in this world. Follow the beautiful word of God, promise of God inside of you. He is going to fulfill the promise, and He is going to show you the secret ways. Suddenly I am suffering something a pain here or pain here. What does it mean? My heart has erred somewhere. My heart has deviated from the path, and I have gone to the backward knowledge, the deathward knowledge, the knowledge of my past, the knowledge I possess today, the knowledge I want to exercise for tomorrow. I will not use my knowledge tomorrow. I am afraid to use my knowledge tomorrow because the knowledge stands good for nothing. It doesn't provide me good even today. I am deeply hurt in my heart. I am deeply vexed in my heart. I am not at all feeling happy. Sadness has covered my heart. Now, what to do for peace? How to acquire peace? Where to acquire peace? From the space, I want the peace, not from this world. Only from this world, I acquired this tightening of my heart, the constriction in my heart, the restriction in my heart. So I want a space to enter my heart, and my heart can go to the space. So whenever everything is lost here, and I have no means in this world, east or west, north or south, then actually my head turns up. Oh my God, God is not there. The spacious life that He granted you is there. Whatever you have been promised, and the sustenance is large in the heavens, not on the earth. Chapter 51, verse number 22, will teach you that whatever you want is spacious one, a good one that is always improving in its, and it will be excellent for you by the moment as you are living through it. Will you abide by your standards of to you as a promise from God that secret paths are with Him, the mind blissfulness important than the physical comfort. From the mind, the physic is growing, not the reverse form of it, is what we are living. So be definite about what Allah is granting to you. The none but Him knows the secret path, that is 659. And God alone knows the secret paths. Whatever is in the earth and whatever is in the sea, God knows. Which one holds good, in what extent and in what form? Which one is evil for you, in what form and to what extent? Whether you will be living the next moment in great agony or you will be blissfully living, enjoying the producers God given to you, and being faithful to Him for all that He has bestowed upon you. Is it the right sense to appreciate God's blessings on us, or it is not? Or, in your sense, is it right for you to appreciate yourself for the knowledge you have possessed from the past? And that knowledge is purely a conjecture. That knowledge is purely an imagination. And that is ghostly. It has no truth in it. If your knowledge is truthful, then you should be living happily today. You will be living peacefully today. Come of that knowledge is the grief, sadness, fear, and worry all the time. This is not the life we want. This is secret. I cannot see my emotions. I cannot see the peace I want against the emotions. I have no ways to acquire it. The goal is peace. Today, tomorrow, and forever, not the worldly wealth. If I am peaceful, it is because everything is sufficient, self sufficient for me. I am needless of another person. If you are needy, then God is the only one to whom you will turn to, not to the people. Everybody is needy. So there will be chaos, there will be miscreants developing to usurp away each other's properties and the sustenance of their livelihood. The provisions will be taken away and you will be suffering because things have been robbed from you. God will produce you more and more for you if you turn to the secret path, keeping the wish and being faithful so that he will appreciate the show of thanks that you give from yourself. So he give you more and more of the wealth of the paradises that you will be tasting in this world itself, not that you will die and you will be taken to the paradise or hell later on. The hell and the heavens, the taste of it is given here. So based on that, you correct yourself. You want your life of hell or you want the paradisical life. Which one you want? I don't want the life of hell. Without seeing the hell, how can you say, I don't want the life of hell today? Because you do all the evil, Allah has made you feel that you will be reaching the hell if you go this way, if you pursue this way. They're good because I do good to others. I don't eye on another man's properties and the wealth, and God given wisdom takes me in the righteous path. And so I am earning everything good for me, and I believe in the good tomorrow. There is no touch of mischief in it, so that I will not fall off the course from the righteousness that Allah has granted me. The secret path, but for Him, no one else understands, only Him. So always keep your mind glued to the promise of Allah and keep your mind steadfast, holding on to the ropes of hopes, so that you will show your faithfulness to Him. Be gratitude. Show your gratitude to the benevolence that you lead a wonderful life today, and He gives you more that you want a better life than the wonderful life that I am living today. Hope for it. That means use the knowledge in a lesser way, as a disposable one. Use all your knowledge, the worldly knowledge, as a disposable thing. Use and throw for the moment. Tomorrow. Never believe that your knowledge will be holding good for tomorrow. Never. The sadness that is gripping your heart, the worry that has already struck you, definitely is going towards your life wherein you will grief awaiting you. Thereafter, the grief will follow because of your losses. And you will not go back to set right whatever losses you have committed, and God alone can do it. And Allah says to you, whatever be your grievous mistakes, your heinous crimes, definitely I will undo it. If you believe in God, believe in this way. But having lost all my good life in the past using my knowledge, I blame someone or another, each one blaming one another, becoming enemies to each other for life. This is not the life of peace in this world if you are going to live as a human being, human community. God has allowed you to lead a life with the community, not as a single individual. Be singly turning towards me, and I will join you all together without needing each other's help. When you turn to each other, definitely you are laden with burdens. Follow the guidance from Allah, and thereafter do not fall away from it. Come to chapter 972. I will give you mansions in gardens, not your mansions. In gardens, there is a natural mansion. As a garden is natural, the mansion will be natural. In the garden, I cannot think what it is. A hut, a thatched hut inside the garden? No, that's what I know of, but it is different. You will not build a palace in the gardens. You will be having only a thatched roof and a small shelter, so that you will live there, you will dwell in there for your nightlife, for your peaceful sleep, and thereafter in the daytime you have to come out in the open gardens of paradises. So you will not spoil using your knowledge, building a concrete building over there and spoiling the nature of the garden. Mansions in the garden, I do not know, but I love it. Without this meanest knowledge of the people, the engineering knowledge of the people, the concrete knowledge of the people, nothing can be changed. This way you begin to set your goal. The goal itself will be expanding. And you have to reach this space from where you are receiving the guidance and all the secret paths known only to Allah. There's not a single leaf drops away from its trees without his knowledge, without his knowledge. A single leaf, if it has to dry and fall off, wither away and fall off, he knows it. But for his permission, nothing will fall. If your hair falls, it is in his book. Definitely, this is the moment, this is the amount, this is how it will fall. You have no knowledge. When you don't have knowledge over the hair, you take to pride that I have the knowledge about the entire world. I know the astronomy, I know the oceanology, I know about the earth, I know about everything. We have advanced into 21st century, useless fellows. Cool down, step down from your pride. You cannot remove your worry, sadness, and grief from your heart. There's no peace in you today, even if you are a person of wealthy standards. You are, as a whole nation, you are wealthy. Every single individual is inflicted with harm in the souls. Try to remove it. Unless it is removed, even if you possess the world of wealth, you will try to give it away. Don't you know this, or haven't you come across these situations in your life? And it is happening around you today. Haven't you given a glance around you? Seek his help. You are hopefully living because a part of your knowledge you have removed, you have set aside, and you believe in something superior to you. Allah takes it as if that you had put your promise, you have placed your promise, you are turning towards me, and he will guide you more and more if you are here. Then you are hoping nothing from your knowledge, you are hopeful of some guidance, some result will happen from away from all those things, besides your efforts from nowhere, out of the blue, you will say. Where from the word came out of the blue, from the heavens, is what Allah has promised as good things to be sent down on this earth as his paradisical nature, full of blissful provisions for the humankind. Things will be sent down. Rain by the blessed water from above, and all the earth will be taking the life essence, and the life force is generated in the on the land, and this will absorb to give you a better nourishment and growth for your sustenance. The concrete buildings will be removed, replaced by the gardens. You want garden, or you want a mansion, or you want a palace? Mansion and palace, I don't want. I want garden. This is the mind of your human being, how Allah has created. So believe in the unseen. Have your goal as unseen, and your pathway is now open to your life ahead of you. You will be reaping the fruits of it. I am enjoying my life. My body is enjoying, or my mind is enjoying. I am not the body. I am happy today. Your body is happy. Your five senses are happy, or your mind is happy. I am happy to see you. Is it that your form is giving a hug to me, and then I am feeling the bliss of togetherness, happiness of togetherness? I am enjoying the moment of being together. The enjoyment, the happiness, the blissful moments are felt inside the heart. Just feels it. Filled up with joy, filled up with happiness. And above that joy and happiness, Allah says you want peace. Don't go for the material pleasures. You have the heart. The heart must live forever. The heart is not the pumping station, but the heart is the mind. The mind is in the brain? No, the mind is in the bosom. Whenever you feel terribly affected at heart, you will definitely, your hand will go there. Your hand will not go there. The modern medicine, the atrocious medicine will say that the mind is here. No, the mind is here. The brain is there, but the mind is here. The mind orders the brain to function, and then the brain starts functioning. The brain is a slave to the mind. You must believe there's a mind. Unseen entity is there in the heart. And the mind is the soul. The soul is the blessing. It is blessing you, it's a bless from God. And the blessing comes as a bless. That is the blissful soul. And from there, the blessed things are transferred to your mind. This is your need, this is your requirement of future. Definitely, I take to it, and partly I touch it with my knowledge. But still, I want it. Even if I lose it, I want it. I lose it because my knowledge has touched it already. The worst part of my knowledge has touched it already, because I am wanting a particular thing that has come to my mind as in an unseen form. I have imagined it as a thing that I have seen in my lifetime. I wanted it, not in the just amount, but I wanted it for the whole life. Everything is shattered now. Tomorrow is lost, today is lost because of your desire. What Allah has given to you is in an unseen form. How you have transformed it is into a material form. Will help you. The material is already dying, is in the dying course, and you follow the dying course as long as you're chasing the material things, and finally you will die with the material. The material is lost, you will have a heart attack and you will fall down. And in between, you will have all the heart ailments, all the bodily ailments. Then and there, things will happen. Sometimes I am bogged down. Sometimes I am terribly run down. Certain times I am feeling not okay. I am terribly ill. I feel that I will die, though I want to live. Here again, Allah has created everything in pairs. One is good, the other is bad. Everything in pairs, according to my hope, according to my confidence. Confidence is based on my knowledge. Cavity, nothing inside. But hope is that knowledge is now given a hope. That confidence is given a hope. Now I am better striving person. Definitely I will reap some of the unseen blessings from God, though materially partly and materially unseen. That takes me to a longer course of life living with it. This hope keeps it alive. Without that hope, with my confidence and knowledge, if I grab certain things, then it will die sooner than how I wish it to be with me. So the hope only takes me to a longer joy, longer happy life. If I had no hope, if I am proud and I am arrogant, then my life has ended today, whatever be the wealth that I have acquired using that knowledge. With the knowledge, you have to go to the people, you have to believe in the people, you have to cheat yourselves, and you will be living hypocritically. Are we living in a hypocritic manner? Being a single person on this earth, living, putting his trust only in the God Almighty, or he is living by the worldly standards, believing one another, deceiving one another knowingly. Are we following a right course on this earth, being honest to ourselves and showing our honesty to others, or hypocritical to ourselves and being a hypocrite in the midst of the people? Definitely, we are the people of hell here, and we are living hell in this world, tasting greater part of suffering and tasting a little part of that relief from the suffering. We have not yet started living originally from the point we have been created here. Higher and higher level of appreciation of the worldly wealth is not there. The world means unseen, part of the most pleasurable nature. I am not yet I am not yet given. I have not yet started living. I am on the downgrade scale. Whatever good thing I am now living through, Whatever happiness I am enjoying today, it is from my understanding, from your understanding. We will all know that we have fallen from the grace, and from that we have little bit elevated ourselves because we hope that things will be better tomorrow, knowing that our knowledge has come to pass. I have come to a standstill, and every time I use my knowledge, I know I am going down the hill. Is it true? Yes. So now I am turning my head upwards. Oh God. God is not there. God's provisions are there, promised provisions are there because you look up. You have totally removed your knowledge from your heart. You have totally taken the people's knowledge far away from you with your own efforts. I don't want you. Even if the people throng at you, coming with their knowledge to you, I chase them away. So I am better appreciated by my God, and He takes me to a greater level. This is the way to lead a perfect life in this earth. So all the good things come from Him, and it is a secret goal, and it is not a manifest thing that you can place it in for your future. And this is a from God, which is going to be created for you, is all anew. God is the creator. If that was His name, and that is His name, and that will be His name forever, then believe in the newer creation that the world so far existed never can understand. So will you go by the knowledge that your five special senses fed you, or you are going by the command and the wisdom and the word from Him as a blessing? You will follow it. Definitely, I will follow the blessing, which has got nothing to do with this worldly materials and matters, and nothing to do with the knowledge that I possess, because it is a new creation, a new world order for my sake, for each one's sake. God has given you in your soul, and that soul has transformed it, transferred it in your language as a wish, and I wish for it. That wish is not a material; it is an unseen form, and go by that form. You will be rewarded in full measure, and God promises you even further than that. Follow the verse 659 and follow the verse 972. God is there with you all the way. And tomorrow will be a better day for us if we don't use our knowledge and denounce our knowledge for today's purpose also. Seek forgiveness because a part of the knowledge we are using today. That is our downfall. Seeking forgiveness means, though I am using this knowledge, God will undo it and make me live in a better life tomorrow.